Hi. Today I'm going to share a story of exactly how I landed up in London. Also about how I paid the deposit of 4 lakhs Indian rupees and received an email from the university that my course has been cancelled a month before I was supposed to apply. If you want to hear an interesting story today, keep watching. When I decided to study abroad, I researched on every country, course, and then it came to London, my dream destination. And I decided I will go for Middlesex University and the course for International Tourism Management. And I was quite thrilled about it because the university was definitely very well known. Lots of previous student of IDP had went into that university. Eventually, what happened? I paid my deposit. So basically, first the university gives you an offer letter. Then you pay the deposit. They provide you with cash letter. Cash letter is a confirmation letter, basically university confirming that you are going to study with them. And when I paid my deposit, which was about 4,000 pounds, 4 lakhs in Indian rupees, and I was waiting for the cash letter, which apparently after a month did not arrive. And I was getting very concerned because it was already end of the August and I was supposed to fly on September. My things were packed. I was looking at the apartments, but I could not apply for a visa until I received my cash letter at 31st August 2019. I just received a automated email from Middlesex University that your course has been cancelled and you can go for another course if you like. These are the courses that you can choose from, and that was it. That's all that email said, and I was completely shaken up after that because for me, asking that kind of money to spend on even in an education to my parents to from a middle class family was really really difficult. I mean, how can you basically just say that the course has been cancelled and you can just choose from, and at the very last minute, not even like a month before or 2 months before, where student can actually apply for another university. The intake was going to miss out if I did not get the refund back like in a week. And apparently they did not even they were not going to do that. They said that we can give you your refund back if you want, but it's going to take at least 2 months because we have some sort of process and everything needs to go through that process, and that is basically wasted my whole 6 months of going through this application process and costed me more 4 months to go through that process again and wait for January intake to apply for another university. I was stuck in a very, very bad position, even though I looked at the consultants, which were well known and everyone applied through them around me. And I looked for the university, which was well accounted for. And still, that happened to me. And after that, I had no words to, you know, explain it to myself even that how could this happen, because I was not someone who would just go studying abroad on a whim or just because everyone around me is doing it. No one was around me was doing it in my family or my friend circle. I It was kind of like the biggest dream that I had to go study internationally, and I worked really hard towards it, um, doing everything by myself, through the application process, through convincing my parents. finding about loans, different scholarships, everything. And then I realized that now I had to either go to whatever course that they are offering me, which was not even for my field. It was masters in some fashion merchandise, uh, which was completely unrelated to my field, and they were asking me to enroll in that course basically, or wait for 2 3 months to get my deposit back. And it was a nightmare, because my parents were asking me that when they are going to get when we are going to get the refund back. The consultants did not take any accountability, or just said that yes, we are in the talks with them, or it will you will get it eventually. And yeah, so after having such a terrible experience, basically my parents told me not to pursue this any further. And even I was uh, completely, put off by it, and I did not wanted to go do this any further, because past 6 months I've spent so much time working hard towards this dream of mine. And then thought I should forget about it. But after 2 months, in the January intake, I, for some reason, applied again to Coventry University, directly get in contact with them, and I had to go to another consultant, because after everything what happened, I did not wanted to go to this previous consultancy back. And all he had to do is take that process further. But for some reason he kept pushing me towards this another university, um, which was completely out of the city, and which was kind of mostly famous for research based studies, and not at all popular with the tourism industry or travel courses. He kept saying that, you know what, the fee is really low, the living expense, living out of London is really low. And I could see that maybe he's getting more commission out of that university. That's why even after everything was totally done for Coventry University, he kept pushing me towards another university. So yes, moreover, I would say, for personally for me, my experience with consultants has been a disaster. For some people, it really helps. Always make sure that you research your options by yourself. Consultant always don't give you the options that are best for you, but what commissions them the best. Course was going to start in third week of Jan, and I received my CAS letter in first week of Jan, which was a very tight deadline. And then because of that, I had to apply for my visa in priority. After the visa in priority, I booked my flight, and London, baby! No, it was still not that simple. Finally received my visa. I still remember, it was 8th of February. Course had been started for a week and a half. I still did not have apartment or any place to live. I booked my flight on 9th of February in the morning. I I was packing my things and emailing and calling every single place. So there are some backpacking hostels that you can stay as a student, and it actually costs you quite less. So basically it was chaotic experience. My things were getting packed. I was in contact with the hostels to get me a room. Then I received the message from my flight that it has been delayed. So flight basically took off 6:37 p.m. in the evening, and I reached London, which was I was supposed to reach in the afternoon. I reached there 12:30 in the night, in a completely different city with no network, no cell phone services.
Went into a very expensive London taxi, which is a black cab, £70, which is 7,000 for the journey. I went and knocked on the hostel door, and I was like, yes, finally I have arrived. I can go to sleep. And the next morning, it was my last day of enrollment. And if I did not enroll by that time, they weren't going to accept me as a student. And that is all of was going through my mind, knocking on that hostel door. And no one opened up for like 15 minutes. And I'm standing there with my luggage, and then they finally opened up because it was 1:30 or 2 o'clock in the night. And then the night porter opens up and he's like, oh, great, you have arrived. I was waiting for you. And then I finally got into my room. The next morning, I enrolled. So that was my journey. It was chaotic, messy, moreover exhausting, costed me arm and leg, and a lot of mental peace. But still, if someone asked me, would I do it all over again? And I say yes, I would do it all over again. All of that hard work, all of that exhaustion, I would go through it all over again because living there in London was the best time of my life and the best memories that I think I've ever lived. And I still remember it sometimes and feel happy about it. So yes, I would do it all over again. Even after reaching London, after a week, and I was like, my struggle is finally over. And then the COVID said, no, it is not. I would still do it all over again.
After everything I went through, the cancel course, the visa chaos, doing it, figuring it out all by myself, inspired me to build something platform which will create a student network and where students can help each other, learn from each other's experiences, know what to expect. It will help you make a more informed decision and navigate your journey in a much easier and better way.
So that is the whole idea behind Unigator. So that was it for today. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and this was my personal experience. So I really hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know in the comment section. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button mostly. It does not cost you anything and it helps my channel a lot.